Continue. We have completed this table already. Save it, close it. External data. We're going to go for the finances worksheet we had named. We're going to look for the finances spreadsheet. Primary key. Finances. Finances table, I'm going to copy this in case of something. In my finances spreadsheet, the customer ID is the primary key. We don't need to store the name again in this sheet. So we can delete these information. I only want to see the costing information in this spreadsheet. In other words, this is what I want to see. I only want the costs. I can just delete these. And I'm left with only the costing information only. Turn the columns wider. In the design screen, the customer ID is 10 characters consistently across all tables. The action, the account plan is 15 characters. Leave this as month and year. Adjust the currency, we save it. Data is now here to work with. I'm going to do one more table. Using a copy of this, we're going to call this the plans. Service rates. The plans here were 15 characters, but that's fine. So I have my 3 tables in databases, and the tables are named. Before you move on, you check the data is correct in all the tables, all the columns are open, everything is nice. That is good. Close all the tables, they copy them and paste them. Click on finances, copy, paste, service rates, copy, paste. That way you create duplicate tables in case something goes wrong, you can start over using those tables. I'm going to go in database tools and click on relationships. I want the customer table, finances, and services. There are my 3 tables. We're going to link the tables on customer ID. 2 tables have a common field. Drag the common field from one table to the next table, but establish which table is the most important table customer. The plans table, all the plans are in this table. This is the primary key in this table, so link to the plans in this table. Create. It's a one-to-many relationship. As you can see, one service plan can have many customers. Many customers can be assigned one service plan. You're going to save it and close it. Now that you have done that, you can now do your relationships. You've done that already. You can create your query design view. I'm going to add a table called customer. You want to find out who are the customers who live in a particular town. Who are the customers who live in Kingston 20? 2 customers. Sort this by something. Save it. Customers, Kingston 20. You put in the criteria. I want to find out who are the customers who have more than, who has 3 to 4 contracts. Who are the customers who have less than 4 contracts? So create, query design, customer table, customer ID, title, first name, last name, number of contracts, less than 4. We're going to sort it in descending order by the contracts. Customers who have less than 4 contracts. Save it. Customer with less than 4 contracts. Those are simple queries. You want to do a query to find out which customers have a last name that ends with the letter N. Which customer have a last name that ends with the letter N? I want the ID, first name, last name. Under the criteria, we use a like operation for partial search. The asterisk represents any character that is missing, and what we know is N. What is the character we want to find? Run the query. Only 3 customers have last name N. Who are the customers whose last name starts with Q? Like Q asterisk. Run the query. First name, sorry. Which first name begins with Q? One person come up. You can save it. Customer with first name starting with Q. So you can do a partial search in the database. When you're using 2 tables together, we're going to use customer finances. Who are the customers? So ID, title, first name, last name. Was customer monthly bill and account plan. I want to find who are the customers who have a text me bundle. So who are the customers who have a text me bundle, who have a monthly bill less than 2,000. This time I'm using 2 criteria. Only one customer have a text me bill is under 2,000. So there are 2 customers with text me bill, but only one have less than $2,000. These 2 criteria must be true if records are to be selected. So these are called compulsory criteria selection. Any criteria on the same line must be executed together. On the query, you can see it. Sort this by ID. We could save it as text me customer bills less than 2,000. Create query design. In all 3 this time. ID, title, first name, last name. I want to see payment, customer monthly bill, payment date. I don't need this table, so I can remove it. From this one, I want to find out who are the customers who have bills over $1,000, so greater than equal $1,000, and less than 2,500. If you have 2 criteria in the same column and they're numeric, you can use a greater than, less than, greater than, equal, less than, equal, greater than, less than. We're going to sort these bills in descending order. Query file must be sorted. So who are the customers who have bills that are less than between $1,000 and $2,000? Customers with bills 1,000 to 2,000. So the AND operand can be used. I want to find out who are the customers. I'm going to open these columns. Who are the customers who Who are the customers who pay bills between October 5 to October 15? It's that date, a date search. So greater than equal 0510 2020 and less than equal the 15th of the 10 2020. Make sure your columns are open wider. So why this one is not there? So greater than equal, less than equal. Not sure why this one is not, why this one is coming up. It's strange. I want to find all the customers who paid bill greater than the right here as well. Greater than the 5th of the 10th month 2020 and less than equal the 15th of the 10th 2020. Run the query, we should get some data. Nobody. Let's try 2018. Look at the data. Date search can be done like this. Greater than equal the starting period and less than equal the ending period. That's for that. So what you want to do what is called a summary query. Create query design. I'm using a finances table. I want to find what is the total cost. I want to find out for each account plan how much money was made for each account plan. What's the total amount for each account plan? So I'm going to do it again. Start again. Create, query design, finances table. I'm going to put in the account plan. Then I'm going to put the customer monthly bill. I want to see what is the total. To do that, I click on the totals icon. It says group by, I'm going to select sum. The sum of payments for monthly bill for enough chat is A69 for surf bundle. It adds up all the surf bundle customer bill and put it there. We're going to call this bill summary. Likewise, if I want to find out in the customer table, it's a very good one to use. Home, I can remove this table by right-clicking, remove table. I'm going to add the table, finances, and let us say I want to find out suppose I want to find out how many customers are there for each plan. So I click on the totals icon, and where I have customer ID, I select count. And for each plan, it's going to count how many customer IDs are there. So 2 customers are enough chat, 4 for staff surf bundle, and 2 for text me. We're going to play this customers by plan. How to do a report, create, query design, customer table, finances. How to do a report, Who are the customers who have paid monthly bills and what plans are they on? I'm going to save this as report data 1. Create report wizard. Select report data 1. Add all the fields. Next. I'm going to group by the account plan. Within each group, within each account plan, I want to know the total. So add the account plan as a group. I'm going to sort it by customer last name, summary option. I want to show the total and the average customer bill. Landscape, next. We're going to call this report data, customer bills by plans. Here's my data coming up. I'm going to go into my layout view and move around some data. For example, I want the name column to be smaller. I can move the name column and put it for here. Last name column can be made smaller. First name must be beside it. I can pull things in place. Normally the customer ID would have come first. You can leave it there for now. And like the customer bill can come over some more. So we can pull these things in place. These areas that are number sign can be opened wider. Probably it's not showing the data, I don't know why. Okay. So right here we can just type in right here total customer bill. Here, average customer bill. I'm going to save it. This is in the view. Let's look at the print preview. Something is wrong with this information. So we can right click on it. Just right click the field. Have to be in the design view. Right click and let us go into properties. I'm going to change this currency. I'm going to right click on this and change the currency. I'm going to save it and I'm going to preview it. Here's it coming out now. In the layout view, I can now bring this in some more. Aligns back with this. You'd see the, oh, I did something wrong. I'm doing the wrong thing. I need to go by the account plan. So we're going to create report wizard. Add all the fields. Next, we're going to group by the account plan. Sort by the last name. Summary option. Sum and average. Okay. Next. And this is report data 2, which is a customer plan report. Right. So we're going to layout view. So we have the last name here. We're going to put the customer ID first. We can move the customer ID over here and move the IDs over here. Then we have the last names. Can carry it over some more. Can close up this. If you want to put the title first on the report, we'll put the title over here. Close up this. Over the last name. Over the monthly bill. I click on these properties and change the format to currency. Right click, properties, currency. And drag these into place now. What you'll have seen here now is this one is the total of customer monthly bill. Right here, average customer month. Here's a report with your grouping. Here's a report with your grouping. You need this column of data. Just in case. You can save it. I want to just do one more. This time I'm going to create a simple report with just one table alone and use them. I'm going to use the customer table. Add the field ID, first name, last name. Let me do something else. So we can create a query using one table alone. So this is the customer table. ID, first name, last name. And you want the number of contract, registration date. There's no grouping needed. We're going to sort by customer contracts, and within each customer contract, sort by the last name. The contracts are in descending order. Landscape, next. And this is a customer report by contracts. There is it. Title is everything is okay. If you want to close it up, you have to go into the print view. You can close up the columns then. If you want to make them smaller, you can pull over one to come over somewhere if you want to pull it over. So like right now, your last name here should be right here. First name can come over here. You can pull the registration date over some more. You can close and save this. And to create another query design using customer and financials, ID, first name, last name, and I want to know the plan and the customer payment. Save this as report data final. Create report wizard. Add all the fields by the account plan. Sort by the last name. By monthly bill in descending order. I'm going to summarize. I'm going to find the total of the bill. Landscape, next, finish. It's the better report I was looking for. Go into your layout view. like these now, right click, properties, change it to currency. These are no longer showing like this. So in Excel, you'd open the column wide, but we're going to use it this way. Here's a customer monthly bill. If you want to switch them around, so it might be better for you to put the customer ID come first. Put the IDs first. Bring over these. Right click, properties, currency. Bring over these. This can come down a little bit. You may want to put the first name right here. Bring over the first name field. Bring over the last name field. I'm not sure why it is actually acting up like this, but it doesn't normally act like this. We have to bring over so many fields. Here's our information. We can type in here the total customer monthly bill. Enough plan. This is how much enough plan came in. Down here is a grand total. Grand total customer. Now, if you wanted to put a logo into your work, we could save this again. Sorry. If you want, you can go into your design view. You want to put a heading for the report. Use this label. Chat cell phone company. You want to make the font size just the report. Get a logo. You could go on the internet. Get a logo. Get a logo, for example, you could go into Microsoft Paint. Make a very simple logo. Add it. And crop. Add it. You can select the cell phone you want to use. Cut it. A new a new canvas. Type in here. Chat cell phone. This is just a little simple graphic, nothing rocket science. Create the logo. And we will put this logo in the same folder for the SBA. Chat cell logo. Use logo creation software online and do it. We could go insert picture. Go into home. Home design. An icon for image. Browse. Click on the logo. Add where you want the logo to go in the document. Here's the logo. You can make it smaller. So it can fit. So it can fit nicely on the screen. When you view your report now looks like this. You save it, and that would be the end of the SBA.